Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Game 3 of the Grand Final of this Masters League tournament. And in the top left-hand side of Amelie Fields will be a top player in the name of Kimbo, representing USF with a full meta loadout at his disposal and insta-locking mechanized company. And up against him in the south, Matt, will be...
Formerly known as Isildur, he's now going up as Izzy, is he? And is he going to get back into this tournament final? We'll have to wait and see. He's gone for German Infantry Doctrine, which, it's pretty good, Commander. But I tell you what, up in the face of wanton aggression from the United States forces, which Kimbo has not used yet this tournament very much. He's got all these meta commanders at his disposal. He's been playing a lot of Soviets and Brits, and now he can bring out the big guns in the grand final. What a map, though, Ed. The Amelie Fields is a very different beast to Bayo Assault, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like tilted 90 degrees, but pretty similar. Keep it. Nah, it's very different, and the shot blockers in the mid with those big hedges and the little houses can be key for AT gunplay in the later game. But we've seen some classics on this map. I hark back to Nagano versus Asher, a game in that blew everyone's mind, went down to the wire. So hopefully, Wolfia's masterpiece can create some more memorable moments here for Go2.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he's corrected. I think there was a lack of symmetry with the cut-offs on the peripheries of the map, the munitions points, I believe. Just check that out. I think he corrected it on Wednesday. So the point you made, and a lot of the players made last weekend, has already been rectified by the Wolf Master.
Ah, yeah, the cut-off. Yeah, chat were mentioning it, and it did seem a bit odd when you saw the connecting point decapped, but the fuel income's still the same. So I think that's been addressed. That's cool. It's good to see that these maps are ever evolving and improving as they get tested. They are not in auto match at the moment, so if you're wondering why you've never seen these maps before, that'll be the case.
Soon,
but we got them in the big games.
Hopefully next month. Hopefully, Relic delayed it a month. For
Wasn't
apparently
Co 3 soon, TM? 10 years ago.
MG42
yeah,
sets up. Riflemen are going to be stopped in their tracks, on the tracks here. Grenadiers looking for a fuel cut-off, whilst Kimbo's currently capping in the west, so that could be a flank. It's two riflemen capping, and Isildur has not had eyes on it, so he has to be really careful. But no, wait, he has a sense that's where they could be. He's repositioning right now. He's going hunting. He's got a Gren and an MG42, Ed, and the Hounds of Love are calling because Kimbo is a cornered fox right now.
Yep, and he is going to get the setup in time with the Grenadiers pushing ahead. This is good play here from Isildur, but good pressure points as well applied by Kimbo. Will not get that cut off though. Has to retreat home. A lot of HP damage on the rifles. But you've got to say, good early aggression here from Isildur. Not many people go charging around with the MG42 and a Grenadier on the hunt as Austin, so I'd like this early game aggression. He needed to switch things up after the first two losses, and definitely looks like he's well on course to getting in a better position in this third game, Matt.
He's had a good kicking in that game too, and it's giving him a good talking too. Isildur's looking much more improved and much more aggressive this time and incisive, and that's what we want from him. You have to sometimes play the master at his own game, and even if it means keeping a Grenadier, just keeping that rifleman at bay, allowing your MG42 to watch on from the retreat path. But Kimbo's only got one thing in mind. It's lieutenants into 50 cal into Stuart. That is the USF way, and that's what we'll be seeing from him.
Yeah, unfortunate engagement there from Isildur with Gren's having to fight riflemen very close up.
Oh, hang on a second. I'm sorry. We've got to watch this. It's the rear echelon versus Pioneer. It's been going on for the last 3 minutes. Who is going to win, chat? This is hype.
Could get that lucky MP40 spray and the headshot, but looks like it'll be the rear echelons over time. Might take about 3 more minutes though, Matt, to decide that one.
Yeah, global warming's a hoax, and I think that proves it. We do have... Oh my god, Kimbo is merciless. He's taken advantage of this slow engagement to get 2 riflemen on the retreat path of the Pioneer. He's going to look to destroy it. Can it survive? Can it get behind this light cover? It doesn't look likely. Oh dear, oh dear.
Green as green could be, and Isidore did not read that hold there from Kimbo. Everything he's doing it is for a reason. It's George Groves with a Rubik's Cube. Everything for a reason. And Kimbo does not waste moves here, folks.
Rifleman in a bit of a tricky predicament, but the 50 cal's going to watch over his retreat path. Yeah, it could have been worse if the Grenadiers had sat down with a Car 98Ks.
Yep, but we can see a little lieutenant on the western flank about to pose a little trap, but Isildur sniffed it out. He's made distance with his Gren, so good play there. But yeah, it's going to be 5-man Grens for Isildur, Matt. So finally seeing a meta commander from Isildur. He's back in his groove. And probably something he knows very well with this current auto match meta at the moment.
That's just how important the commanders are to Company of Heroes 2. All important, it would seem. And a big shout out to Angry Dutchman's Vanilla Flash tournament, showing us that the base tech trees have some really nice fluid gameplay that's to be lauded. So who knows, 2021 we could be doing some tinkering ourselves, the Master League with the commanders at least. Rifleman looking low though, Ed.
Yeah, low, but they'll be fine. They are Riflemen. Got a lot of whale blubber insulating their flak jackets, so they'll be alright.
Pioneers
Enough HP.
Watching on as the 5-man Grenadier, well, they're down to 3-man, survive. And Isildur's going to be looking for the 2-2-2, which will hit roughly the same time as the King's Stuart. Oh dear.
Just got to emphasize that play though from Kimbo. Really good there with the Pioneers.
That was actually
fixing a low HP squad to then finish them off on retreat path. It looks simple, but in the hailstorm of a sweaty 1v1 final, to have the presence of mind to pull that off, pretty damn good from the young Pole.
Definitely. I mean, and in the centre we've got another one of those long pitch battles. We've got the Stuart arriving from the northern position. The 2-2-2 has felt a disturbance in the force and doesn't fancy pushing in too hard against the 50 cal, and he's right to think that. Needs to get a Faust blanket in for the 2-2-2 now. He's seen the Stuart, so that's why this 5-man Grenadiers come into view. But 50 cal's been taken. Can he now Faust the Stuart? Yes, he can.
Sloppy play from Kimbo here, gets Fausted as well. He's going to lose a 50 cal.
No, he's blocking it. He's blocking it. He's now reversing to block it more. The models are trying to get there. He's losing thanks to the coaxial machine gun. Can he get to the MG? Oh, he's trying to pick it up. But no, he's down to 3 men. And the MG's been flanked. That was expert play by Kimbo.
Denied. Oh, and wipes the MG42 in return.
Yes,
what
indeed.
a play from Kimbo there.
He started
Pretty
with
dirty,
no
but it
MGs. And he ends up with 2 almost. 2-2-2's got to protect now the MG42, but the Stuart is back with a fully furnished engine, roaring on Amelie Fields, looking to possibly take this best of 7 series 3-0 into the lead.
As we see 10 more VPs drained from Kimbo than there were last game. We thought Isildur was on for a good, expansive, aggressive start with his austere, but it's just gone Pete Tong big time for the English player here. As the Stuart now poses its will upon the 2-2-2.
Trying to at least, but the Stuart's got an iron will, and he holds strong. The Grenadiers trying to get into position with their 6 kills. We have less than 400 points already. After an excellent start by Isildur, Kimbo has re-emerged from his just a slight slumber. Oh yeah, what was my job today? That's it, crushing Isildur and smoting his remains across many a battlefield.
Isildur does now have 2 5-man Grens, but losing that MG is huge as austere when you lose your powerhouse unit of the early game. An MG42 in the hands of USF is long with a 50 cal as well. It's a lot of area denial and suppression in the hands of Kimbo.
Pack 40 pushing onto the battlefield. Stuart is going to get met in the face here. Can he reverse away fast enough, or will he eat another shot? Rear armor hit by the 2-2-2, but the Pack 40 can't follow up.
He's been a bit unfortunate with his packets on multiple games, has Isildur. But there, just couldn't clinch killing blow. I don't know if it would kill the Stuart. It would have been very, very close call. Might have lived on a sliver of HP due to the little bit of fixie-fixies the player gave earlier.
Yeah, it would have been close, but the 2-2-2 could have swept in for the kill had the pack hit him. And it just didn't happen. But look at Kimbo. He just wants to keep this aggression, this snowballing aggression on. He just repairs on the field of combat and gets a sneaky shot on the Grenadiers.
And there we see Kimbo at his best, just extracting every little bit of sneaky tactic you can do. When he pushed around that rifleman crew so it couldn't recrew the MG. A lot of players would get tilted by that. Let's see if Isildur can keep his cool.
Grenadiers behind the stone wall here. Heavy cover, but the Browning automatics don't care. They found an angle on him anyway. Pack 40 and 2-2-2 trying to defend the line, but here comes the Stuart with the Brownings backing him up. He's looking for blood here. He's looking to get the killing blows. 2-2-2's trying to save its own life. Can the Faust protect it? The Pack 40's now in jeopardy.
Kimbo's gonna... It's not worth throwing anything for a 2-2-2, so he's gonna keep his Stuart
Faust
alive.
in.
Hopefully he's gonna hit a Faust though. This is a bit sloppy now from Kimbo.
Pack
Isildur
40's
needs
only
to
got
get the
2
pack
crew members
Yeah,
alive
to the
though, Ed.
crew.
Needs
He
to
can
get
the
it.
crew now.
Just
Bring
about,
them
yeah,
in.
there he is. Their third model's coming out right now. He's got this Stuart in the bag, it would seem.
Yeah, necessary loss here for Kimbo's Stuart. There we go, finally gets it. But if you noticed, I think the pack was dropped to 1 model, but just recruited to 2 in the same millisecond, so that was pretty fortunate for Isildur there, after the pack gun missed earlier. Gets a bit of lady luck on the side there.
He needed it. He
Kimbo,
needed it.
Kimbo did not need to push that far. He'd done a great play, pushed the pack off, damaged heavily the 2-2. Just keep the good field position with the Stuart alive, but there's unnecessary throw from the young player.
He
Who
could
does
get a
a
bit more
hot.
luck here, Ed. He's got these G43s on the retreat path of the rifleman, but unfortunately can't get the wipe. Another point to point out, Ed, by the way, we had a battle on the left side, Lieutenant versus Pioneer. That was really important for Izzy to stem the tide of the VP bleed, because whilst that was going on, he was able to stabilise a tiny bit. Had he not done that, he'd be in the 100s. As it is, it's still in the 200s on the victory point count.
Yeah, well picked up. I mean, the presence of mind just to fan out and not have to blob against aecohmatt blob is crucial in these games. But just breathtaking gameplay. Like, this has been the 12-minute game. There's been so many wipes, potential wipes, great flanks, super clutch engagements, and now the rear echelons getting dabbed on by these 5-man Grens, backed up by an MG42. It's been rebuilt from Isildur. So he's bit the bullet. There's no GG mortar, sadly, against 2 MGs now. But he's going to try and power level his way up through to Battle Phase 2 now and get some Tier 3 up, hopefully.
It's been a fantastic game so far. I think Amelie Fields has a lot to thank for that. Woofia, by the way, is an actual level designer by trade. So this is one of his creations. He basically made it a grid-based map with all points equidistant from the base, all major points. And the gameplay it's opened up has been fantastic. Rear echelons do have bazookas, however. 2-2-2 has to be careful. Are they going to sit down very soon? No, the 2-2-2 manages to get away. Meanwhile, MG42 is now in peril. Lieutenant has his backside. The sergeant-led Grenadiers are trying to protect, and they do just about. Isildur escapes with all of his squads intact, it would seem.
There's a bit of an FU rifle nade before he leaves as well. Isildur trying everything now to get a cheeky wipe somewhere, but Kimbo's not caught napping. And it is going to be a 4th Gren for Isildur. Does have a hell of a lot of manpower. And tech's up as well. Okay, there we go. Battle Phase 2 in the build. Isildur's still in this map.
We have a fresh Grenadier
But if
squad.
he throws this game, it's 3-0 and you're looking down the barrel of a gun for that best of 7 4th game then.
Right, we're at Major for Kimbo. We're at Major, and we're at 4th Grenadier for Isildur. And Isildur does have fuel, by the way. He must be teching at the same time, I presume. Yes, he is indeed. Battle Phase 2 is on its way. But he's going to try and keep this position with G43, veterans, sergeant-led Grenadiers. That's how he's going to try and keep the position, and it's a tough ask.
Yeah, a lot of blob to MG technique from here from Isildur. I don't like this at all. It's 3 Grens within a pixel of the screen spacing, and
HQ has been upgraded.
What happened to snipers in elite level co? I've not seen snipers all tournament long. You know, I think I saw them in the very first round Quirit's game. And snipers are an excellent comeback mechanic. People don't realise, but if you're pegged back, your opponent is you know, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. It's always just there for the sniper, and the sniper's well protected. You got all the squads around it, and there's no better time to have a sniper than when there's no counter sniper on the field, and you've got all of the units around him. He's invincible, quite frankly, at that point. And elite level players aren't sending to go at the moment. I don't know why that is.
Risky map for a sniper here, unless you just keep him in the middle, because there's a lot of flanking opportunities. This Hammerley Fields is like Feynmanville on roids, you know, for the flanks. There's a lot of different avenues, and perhaps that's why Isildur's not gone for the sniper in this game. But, you know, it's the meta, it's what he knows. Why get snipers, I guess? If you've got 5-man Grens, they're pretty much mobile sniper squads with their accuracy.
Talking about, well, I've got no link to this whatsoever at all, Ed. It's just the Sherman 76 is on the field. Jumbo's coming out.
Yeah, the kinky variant with a better gun. Still is a 4-shot kill though. Doesn't get the HP buff until he'll apply the dozer blades, and those are pretty damn strong in this game. Only came in the last year, and still takes some getting used to when you're Axis, thinking you've got a Sherman killed with 4 AT gunshots, and nope. The dozer blade, it is 5, so it's basically a T-34-85 rolling around then.
2-2-2 with its 8 kills, trying to protect the Grenadiers on retreat. The Sherman's on its way. Isildur back in base does have the support armor core being built, but it feels a long way away for somebody that's down to 126 victory points. Kimbo looks destined for a 3-0 lead, putting himself within touching distance of his first major 1v1 championship.
Still got a way to go, but it's right on course here.
Oh, what an entrance!
First shot, first kill. Kimbo with a great takedown there. That was a highly vetted 2-2 as well. A lot of vision lost for Isildur.
He absolutely Alt F4'd that there. He just deleted it. Closed the program. No longer exists. He's going to have to rebuild.
But we're going to get the P4 versus the 76 matchup, which can't apply the dozer blades, so won't be able to get the extra HP. So this is going to be a good even fight. But the 76 gun, you've got to kind of give it favor in terms of pen for the Sherman here in that matchup. Sherman ready to go. And a couple of Zooks on the rear echelons to help out as well. So Kimbo's sitting pretty well in terms of AT. But Isildur going from strength to strength now with 4 vetted 5-man Grenadiers, backed up by a pack gun and a P4.
Oh, he's holding for this Sherman too much. The pack is now found in a dire situation with barred up rifles hunting him down. The Grenadier can't really defend. The MG42 can, however. Suppression just in the nick of time. And here comes the Panzer IV, possibly to save the day.
Great smoke use there from Kimber to smoke in the rifles, and the Lieutenant didn't quite work out, but still. Great idea. Always thinking. Always trying to catch his opponent off guard as the P4 looks to bug splat some rifleman on retreat.
Gets a good shot there. Gets a very good shot. Can he follow up? Oh, he tries it. He tried it, I tell you. The smoke that's been discharged right now is really helping the situation for Kimber. He's able to keep the pressure down, despite Isildur now gaining critical mass of army size, I tell you, Ed. He should be very competitive now. He has 62 plays, Kimbo. Well, he isn't crewing the Sherman. We'll have to wait and see.
The bazooka, the confetti weapons, as mentioned earlier, of the rear echelon now have dropped, so that could be a great pickup for the pioneers of Isildur. And although the CPs look really bad, he's actually in an okay position here in terms of army size and composition.
Well, we've got to keep an eye on the tactical battles as well. We've got the bazooka being picked up by the rifles. No, they're going to go march on. 76 mils looking for him, but the pack's got his back with a nice penetration.
They want it, but they can't grab it because they're not rangers, luckily, so just 2 bars for them.
Oh, of course they've got it. Yeah, they've got the 2 bars, have they?
Ooh, great shot from the 76. all the HP of that 5-man Gren is taken down, so they're going to have to soft retreat back for some first aid. Oh, and the 5-man Grens pick up the Zook. Okay.
They do. Juicy.
Self-snaring unit now.
Anti-infantry, exactly. Self-snaring. A veritable Terminators of Isildur's army, but just like Paul McCartney sang way back in 1960, When I'm 64. First song he ever wrote, by the way. Just as a dropping Beatles knowledge, I don't know why.
Beat me, will you still beat me when I'm 64?
Will you still bleed me when I've got no VPs? When I've only got 64. Nice shot by the Panzer IV. 4 kills and counting for that bad boy.
Rear echelon. I don't know, they've taken more hits than Google this game, but they're somehow still alive. This 5-man Pioneer squad try and hold out against a barred up Rifleman squad. That is not a good trade. Isildur's going to have to back out there. It's just needless manpower is bleeding there. It's just those little things that are costing you time to get that crew either fixing up your P4 or retreating back early. Kimber just playing with all the confidence in the world at the moment now.
He is, and he's going to gain further confidence with a second 76mm Sherman on the field. But we do now have a second pack for Isildur, so double pack attack is very good on Amelie. You know, you do have these hedgerows and a little bit of obstructions, but they're pretty damn. They've got good sight lines, and they should be quite good, especially if they gain the all-important veterancy.
Kimbo's going to be looking to steal a pack-gun because he has no AT guns himself, as he's going to win the arms race to the second medium armor against Isildur, who's not far from a P4 himself, the second one. Should he go for it, but he does snare the 76, the house eats an AT shell.
It does, and the 76 discharges smoke shells to keep itself active. Meanwhile, the lieutenant's lucky to escape. Can the Panzer IV finish the job? Misses, accidentally kills a rifleman instead. Wanted the lieutenant, couldn't get it, and gets bazookas instead.
Good poise here from Kimber. That had throw written all over it if he went in with his P4 there, but decides to get back. Bit of misplay with his second pack gun, loses that. That's why it would have been a throw if he went for the damaged Sherman. The double Zook RE. It's just enough AT for Kimbo to keep Isildur off there.
Ooh, the Sherman was going in to try and take out the second pack, but got a target weak point and a Faust instead. Can the second pack now find him? Gets him with a second shot, but needs something else. Can he get in there? The first pack's been recrewed. He's looking for an attack round at max range. Can he get it? Oh, he's outside of range, it would seem. Oh, he misses. 1 in 3 chance, Tightrope estimates for that. And he jumps out of it now with the vehicle crew looking to repair him.
Unlucky there. The Zook did not pen for Isildur. He could have snared the Sherman.
Oh, look at this Fausto. He's got a Grenadier going all the way around the western side, but he's already up to 20% health now as the Sherman. And he's met with a...
Crew. Nope. Gets stopped by good interception there from Rifleman. 50 VPs left, Matt. Isildur getting a bit desperate now, but he needs to.
He needs something, Ed. He needs something big. Shermans are getting tagged by the Pack 40. Got a Vet 3. Oh, MG watching on, but there's the Faust, the Alpha Faust from the Grenadier from afar. As the Panzer IV now is in strong position. He's seen, by the way, he must have seen. Let's see in the fog of war. No, he now reveals the Sherman, still with a damaged engine. He goes forth. Where are the packs, though, Ed? Where are the packs backing up? Can he take out both Shermans?
Doesn't need the packs. Oh.
He's got to watch out. He's got combined arms for that rate of fire. Look at this evisceration from Kimbo. Just like Love Nest did to him in the grand finals of the last Master League tournament. He now uses the tools that have been taught to him in another grand final.
This is where Kimbo almost needs to bring his MG from a North VP, which has been safe as houses for a while. He needs to bring that into play and actually utilize all his forces just to close out these last VPs against Isildur. Very few players do it. They rather stand there and protect something that's not being attacked, rather than get it and envelop the enemy. P4 lives on a sliver of HP. 5-man Pioneers will help fix that up in a jiffy. Whilst Kimbo now, he's got a decision. Does he go Scots, Jacksons, Or does he stay with the Sherman spank?
Our territory.
But to talk about Isildur a little bit more, we've had a big call from Dev M in chat, who's Isildur's scrim partner. Dev M says something really bold and quite frankly controversial at this point. If Isildur can hold the next minute, it could be game in Isildur's favour. So that's a 3-time world champion talking. He reckons if Isildur can hold, he's got really good critical mass. I think that's a bit controversial. I can't see anybody winning this book, Kimbo, but I'm interested. I'm interested by the comeback prophecy. Whilst that Grenadier's been absolutely demolished.
That was not the hold for the next minute that Devem needed from his scrim partner there, but yep, good play there from Kimbo, sniping away. 76 has great accuracy.
Oh, the Panzer IV misses the lieutenant. He misses him. Needs to get on this VP as well. Double pack attack on the Sherman. We've also got Grenadiers coming from the back, trying to look for an angle.
Both penned through the hedges, else attack grounds, I think, both of them. So well played there from Isildur. And it will be game if Kimbo doesn't manage this late game now. Revival from Isildur. 11 Pioneer, solid stuff from Isildur. 2 P4s now. It's going to be against 2 Shermans, so crucially Kimbo does not go for a Jackson. That could be a misplay there.
Grenadiers capping the southern victory point as more but Pioneers go to the north.
Pioneers has arrived.
5-man Pioneers with a tiny bit better repair speed. And
Do you feel almost, sorry Matt, I was just going to say, the Cav Riflemen have been pretty much ignored, but late game they could be very useful. That super snare satchel and Thompson's on the flanks.
It would be a big balls prophecy. He may have gone out 3-0 in the quarterfinals or whatever it was, but if he calls this, Devem, I think he gets back some of that credibility, you know what I mean? For the casuals that are like, oh, you've lost a match, you're out, that's it, you. Anyway, we've got a hold from Kimbo here. He's got a strong position with a vetted Sherman against the Panzer IV. Bazooka rounds perforate that frontal armor. What's happening in the east as well? We've got a battle there between Vet 3 squads.
Pioneers were getting into the wrong engagement again for the cap against the lieutenant. They've had that scrap a few times throughout the fight and lose it again. They have to run home. It means Isildur's only got 1 squad.
Oh, double packs against the Sherman, Ed. Can he get away? And he discharges the smoke as well. Good work there to keep the Sherman alive. Meanwhile, Panzer IV now climbing to his 2nd kill. That's the new Panzer IV, of course. He does get rifle naded, but there's no heavy AT out for Kimbo, so should he snare the Panzer IV, if the Shermans aren't in position, the packs have advantage, he can't finish the job. He might need a Jackson.
I feel a Jackson and a Cav Rifleman could have worked a bit better than a 2nd Sherman, but he wants that critical mass. He loves all-in plays, this Kimbo, and I think the double Shermans give him that potential more than a Jackson. It's the only way I can think of it.
Yeah,
for going to that one.
But as it's all important, he has to keep both the Shermans alive now. He has to gain critical mass. I think he obviously lost the 1. He needs to continue to build. Did he lose 1, actually? Am I mistaken? Did it survive? I've forgotten now.
What unit?
Sherman. Has any Shermans died for Kimbo at this point?
Yes. You can see
yes,
the
it did.
Northeast of the mid VP. But
of course it did,
another bazooka's dropped as well, so this could be another 5-man Gren with bazooka being able to self-snare mediums. As the 50 cows kind of been brain AFK'd in the mid by Kimbo, you do not want to lose a Vet 2 50 cal at this point in the game.
Always losing an MG42 in the east, so it's a tale of 2 MGs as the Sherman comes into the centre. Panzer IV penetrated. Where's its backup? Here's its backup. He's trying to get out of there. Here come the anti-tank rifle grenades from the riflemen, should they be necessary. Sure, the Panzer IV still alive at this point. It could be Kimbo to lose this one.
Oh, P4 misses the kill blow on the Sherman. There's a P4 of 1 HP still sitting around. He needs to go all the way back.
Oh, here come the bazookas, Ed. The bazookas come into picture, and they could finish the job, but they target the wrong Panzer. We've had an MG taken out. Don't forget about the victory point situation, guys. 20 remain now for Isildur as Kimbo looks to cap.
Great pick up there for Kimbo. He wipes the Pioneer. Crucially, Isildur does not have enough squads to be able to fix his medium armor force. Kimbo's infantry, meanwhile, is looking a bit anemic on the front, but he does have 2 VPs, man.
Oh my god, that Sherman, that was meant to be the Sherman that died, is still alive. It just poked its head around. That's ultra aggressive from the pole. Pack 40's now repositioned. They're baying for blood. They could go for a crazy shot here. He's pushed him forward into the harm's way of the Brownings. He's looking for reconnaissance. He knows where the discharged smoke rounds are coming from. Maybe he could get this, Ed.
Yeah, and here we are. The game-winning unit has been selected. Late-game Cav Rifleman. They should just go straight to the bottom VP, split him up. And Kimbo knows this. Finally heard my plea. This squad is so strong. Insta call him. Hell, he can just get more to half track and drive him there. And drop him
Don't
off.
forget, there's a lieutenant sitting on the eastern victory point. The Cav Rifleman, as Ed calls it, could win the game at this point. They have the Thompsons about to pop. They're going to go for the cap. What's nearby? The Grenadiers aren't healthy enough, quite frankly. The Panzer IV, they're looking to repair. Isildur needs to sense the danger now. He only has 3 victory points remaining. He hasn't even capped the center. This could be game. We've got a blitzkrieging Panzer IV, but the Sherman's waiting for him and kills him. It looks like Kimbo is going to take this 3-0 in this best of 7, putting him on the cusp of ultimate victory in his first major tournament 1v1 final. Kimbo takes it 3-0. And, oh, that was a good game. That was what we like to see, isn't it? Full-on aggression, but then a frantic hold from Isildur. And Kimbo's a war machine today.
Yeah, Isildur kept his... Wow, I'd see a message from an old friend. Feels good, man. But Kimbo... Oh, my God. That was on a knife edge. I could see Devem's point because, when he had 2 Shermans in the building, they're like, really? Against 2 P4s and 2 AT guns? But... Kimbo, you got to say, in that game, that's probably the best and most consistent use of Sherman smoke I've ever seen.
Oh, it was awesome.
And it was used aggressively, defensively, all areas of the field. Kimbo just seemed to be on point that round. And yeah, Isildur now looking down the barrel of a whitewash. If he doesn't get some wins, he's 3-0. 3-0 to the Kimbo machine.
He is, and he's now, don't forget, he's now on Axis, and he still has access to one of those Ostroupen commanders. He's saved himself all this time, so we could be seeing a very, very quick best of 7. This could be an authoritative saying, guys, not only have I been on the cusp of victory of a 1v1 tournament, a big 1v1 tournament for years now, I'm actually here. I got stopped by Love Nest playing out of his skin in a double best of 5 last tournament, a best of 10, quite frankly. And Kimbo wins this one. It's going to be a big shout to all players that if they want to topple him, he's going to be a tough ask because he's always been a micro monster in terms of mechanical capability, Ed. But with the calm assuredness in knowing that he can do it, he'll be a tough ask for anybody to take him down.
Yeah, and no one can take it away from him. He won the Angry Duchy tourney a couple of weekends ago.
Yep.
And now he's on the verge of winning this Masters League. So, yeah, he'll be pound for pound best player in the world at the moment going into that Relic Super Tourney in hopefully October or November, the World Championship. And Master League points are crucial things up for the grabs. So Kimbo will just pace ahead on those leagues as well. It's going to really help him out for the seedings. I feel we saw a bit of a lackluster Love Nest in this tourney, which was rare, taking nothing away from Open Lord's super performance and knocking him out. But I do feel Love Nest could come back and potentially have learned from those, especially when there's no commander restraints, and come back and slap some e-titties about in the community.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
Yeah, it's 3-0 at the moment, though. That's all that matters in this Master League Super Final, and Kimbo's on fire. What can I say?
He is. I've just been looking at the tournament histories, by the way. I try and put every legit 1v1 tournament ever. Kimbo's previous 2 wins was a Duke Jason Annihilation tournament, which I don't think is on here as a recognized tournament. Can't remember if it is or not, but I don't think it is because it was Annihilation and it was kind of a bit memey at the time. But Angry Dutchman